Hello, Cubs. I want to talk to you today about an activity that goes along with a read aloud. Because we're stuck at home, I don't have this read aloud book with me like I was going to read to you. So what I'm going to ask you to do is pause this video and go to YouTube where you can listen to the book that I had picked out for us when we were back at school. It's called Pete the Cat, Snow Days, spelled D-A-Z-E. In this story about Pete the cat, you'll see Pete doing outside things like you do in the wintertime. And you'll see what kinds of winter clothes Pete is wearing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a graphic organizer to write about the different clothes that Pete is wearing. So go ahead and pause the video. Pull up Pete the Cat Snow Days and give a listen. And then come back and join me. All right, here's what I'd like to do today to write about the concepts of winter clothes. I have a graphic organizer we're going to use today. It has pictures of different winter clothing that we wear when it's cold outside in our winter months. And we're going to talk about winter clothes are, winter clothes have, what do winter clothes have? And winter clothes can. What are things that winter clothes can do for us? Finally, I have a coloring sheet. This is something that you could print at home, or you could draw this as well. You could draw a hat, a scarf, some boots, something that you wear in the wintertime. And then we're going to practice writing the word from a model and finishing a sentence. What I'd like to do is I'd like to start by talking about why we want to do this lesson. We want to complete this lesson so that we can build understanding in our own minds about what winter clothes are used for, how we use them, okay, and what they can do for us, based on a read aloud, the read aloud Pete the Cat Snow Days, and the winter clothes that Pete the Cat uses in the story. So what I'd like to do is talk about how we can complete these columns with ideas about winter clothes, okay? So we're working on categorizing. We're working on building understanding with what we know about winter clothes from our own lives. We're working on building knowledge through the story. And we're working on our writing today as well. So we're going to be looking at letter sizing, spelling, and also completing a sentence on our other paper today. Okay, let's start with this one. I want to talk about winter clothes are. When I think about what winter clothes are, I might use these pictures as a clue. And I'm also using what I learned in the story, Pete the Cat, Snow Days. One thing I learned is that winter clothes are warm. They are meant to keep us warm. So I'm going to write the word warm on the top line. Winter clothes are warm. Why? Because in the winter, it's usually cold outside. What else? Winter clothes are what? What is something else we can say to finish that sentence? Winter clothes are warm. Winter clothes are big. They're usually big, like a big warm coat with a hood or some big winter boots for stomping around in the snow. Good. Let's talk about what are some things that winter clothes have. Now, these might be something that's similar to what summer clothes and spring clothes have, or it might be something entirely different that only winter clothes would have. Winter clothes have, how might I keep my winter clothes on? Zippers, absolutely. Winter clothes can have zippers. So I'm going to write the word zippers on the first line, being sure to place my letter P on the line with the tail hanging underground. Good. Winter clothes have zippers. What else can winter clothes have? Winter clothes can have hoods. When you go outside in a coat in the winter or a sweatshirt, you can put your hood on to keep your head warm. Winter clothes have hoods. Nice job. Let's go on to the next column. Winter clothes can. What is something the winter clothes can do that maybe summer clothes like bathing suits or sandals cannot do? Winter clothes can keep us warm, ooh, when it's cold outside. So let's write keep us warm. Winter clothes can keep us warm. I used 2 lines to make all of those words fit. Winter clothes can keep us warm. What else can winter clothes do? What else can winter clothes do? They certainly can keep us warm. Sometimes they can even make us too hot. Sometimes when you go outside, maybe to go sledding or build a snowman, you actually feel too hot in your winter clothes. So I'm going to write winter clothes can make me hot. Too hot, in fact. Sometimes they're so hot, I'm even sweating a little bit. So I wrote, winter clothes can make me too hot. Now, what I'd like you to do is if you can think of some other ideas that fit in these categories, I want you to feel free to go ahead and write those. If you want to add something else to your list about winter clothes are, winter clothes have, or winter clothes can. I know you don't have this graphic organizer at home probably, but what you can do is you can just write the word are, and then you can write some lines underneath it, or your grown-up can help you. You can write the word have and write the word can, and then you can write your answers underneath. This is something that you can create at home. You could also draw some pictures of winter clothes at the top if you would like to. Let's look at the second part of our activity. On this part of the activity, what I'm doing is I'm taking a coloring sheet where I can color this winter hat any color or variety of colors that I want. I made a model of the word hat at the top. What you're going to be doing is you're going to write the word hat, or have your grown-up write the word hat if you're using a picture of a hat, and then I want you to fit all of those letters inside this box. I'm working on making my letters the correct size. H, A, T. I'm looking at how H is a tall letter, A is a small letter, and T is another tall letter at the end of hat. Well done. At the bottom, I'm completing a sentence. I'm going to read it. I can wear a blank. So this time, this is going to require me to look up in the top left-hand corner of my paper and use this word hat as a model and write it correctly on the line below. I'm going to start with my tall H, small a, and tall T. Nice job. Now I have completed the sentence, I can wear a hat. The last activity I'd like you to do with this lesson is I'd like you to make a line below, or have your grown-up make a line for you, and I'd like you to write that complete sentence, focusing on the first word. It should be capitalized, capital I. After each word, there should be a space. Spaces show your reader where one word ends and the next word begins. I want you to also think about making sure that the size of your letters are correct. Small letters should be small and sit on the baseline. Tall letters should sit on the baseline and reach up towards the sky. You're going to write, I can wear a hat. All right, good luck. Have fun. Thanks, Cubs.